Today we're at the Will Rogers Coliseum in Fort Worth, Texas for the Mustang Magic, an event where trainers have had approximately 120 days to train a wild Mustang. Over the course of a few days, the trainers and their Mustangs will compete in 4 preliminary classes. The top 10 finalists will move on to the Mustang Magic Freestyle. After that night of performances, the Mustangs are auctioned off to the public. So during this event, trainers are trying to interact with people who might be interested in adopting their Mustang. Prior to this event, I had done a few videos showcasing some of the Mustangs that would be competing in this event, so it was really fun to meet those Mustangs in person. The event kicked off with a handling and conditioning class.
We welcome you out to Mustang Magic, brought to you by our friends here at the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo. Friends, welcome out. We're going to start with hit number 10. It's going to kick us off right here. Here's Garrett Smith of El Reno, Oklahoma, a 7-year-old bay mare gathered from Sand Springs Herd Management area. She is the owner of Cross Creek Horse Training in El Reno. This is hit number 10 to start us off here in our handling and conditioning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome out to the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo. This is Mustang Magic 2024.
This class gives a good first look at the Mustang. As the name suggests, the horse is judged on its handling and conditioning. The judges are looking for an appropriate weight, muscling, and a healthy overall condition. On the handling side, they're looking at the horse's demeanor and responsiveness to the trainer, as well as the relationship between the two. They'll be asked to complete several tasks that will demonstrate that. As you saw, the first thing was to bring the horse into the round pen and unhalter it. Anyone who's been around horses long enough knows that haltering can sometimes be a process. It's a good indicator of where the horse's mind is at, as well as its trust in its handler. For anyone who's maybe new to horses, notice how this trainer takes the time to properly set up her lead rope. The rope isn't looped around her hand, rather it is folded back. If the horse was to suddenly pull away, her hand wouldn't get caught in it. It's not that she's afraid this horse will do that, but it's a safety practice that's good to program yourself to do. After walking out of the round pen, they had to walk to the barrel, pick up the brush, and start grooming their horse. Next, they had to trot to the second cone, then stop and back at least 6 steps. Then they had to pick up all 4 feet. Here you can see the horse is a little bit distracted. The trainer, Krista, gives the horse a little bit of time to settle. Then she moves to the hind end, and again the horse moves around. And here you can see her regroup and actually turn it into a yield the hindquarters to get the horse's focus back on her. After picking up all 4 feet, they then head to the trailer for loading and unloading. She takes a moment to let the horse process here before asking it to again step up onto the trailer. Once the horse is on, she tries to give it a pleasant experience by giving it some scratches. The last thing they had to do was unload from the trailer. Krista and Cassie were also in one of my showcase videos, as well as the next competitor.
Let's move us now to hit number 5. This is going to be Levi Beachy out of West Branch, Michigan. And Midnight Bell, 7-year-old black mare. Levi Beachy is a former member of the Amish community who has made a name for himself in the world of natural horsemanship.
So I met Levi and Midnight Bell this morning before the event, and I have to say, she is a lovely horse with a very sweet disposition. It'll be really fun to watch them through this event. Levi had no problem walking right up to her. Notice here he asked her to lower her head a little bit by putting pressure on the pole. These are all just good horsemanship practices. So just like the first run, each trainer had to go through with unhaltering, catching their horse, coming to this barrel, brushing the horse, then trotting, backing, picking up the feet, and loading into the trailer. One thing to notice is just how lightly the horse can move into the trot. Will it follow its trainer's body, or will it need a little pressure on the line? There's the added challenge of trotting towards a horse trailer, which is an object in a new and different place, and something that causes the horse to be skeptical, which is how prey animals are wired. After picking up all 4 feet, it was time to go on the horse trailer.
Greg Moore of Maine, Texas. A 7-year-old black mare named Black Widow. This horse comes from the Diamond, Nevada HMA. Here's a past Mustang Makeover champion, a Tip Challenge champion, and former Road to the Horse wild card competitor. This is Craig Moore of May, Texas, 7-year-old black mare, Black Widow, hit number 11.
Sometimes the horse got a little bit nervous. As it was entering the arena, another horse was leaving and there was a separation. Despite this horse being pretty nervous, the trainer had no trouble going up to it to halter.
Here is Vinny's 7-year-old dun mare and Rebecca Bob.
Rebecca is a well-known trainer in Tennessee and has helped facilitate the adoption of many Mustangs into new adoptive homes. Now, as a reminder, this event was by invite only, so all these trainers are very familiar with Mustangs and have done numerous makeovers in the past. This event has brought in trainers from all over the country. It's really cool to see where they're coming from. Bindi did a fantastic job loading into the trailer. Next up was Justice Jacobs. He competed in the Fort Worth Mustang Show and made top 10. Here at the Mustang Magic, he's showing with Carmela, so we'll see how they do this time. She was just chilling in the pen after he left. She just quietly waited while he approached her to halter. So as you can see, this class basically just covers some of the basic gentling: haltering, leading, picking up their feet, loading a trailer, some basic foundation things that every horse needs.
She's a professional trainer and 3-day eventing competitor. She's been riding horses since she was 2 years old. This is Alisa Wallace, and hit number 18. Number 2 is from Reddick, Florida. This is Dyer, the 5-year-old Alabama mare.
So you guys also saw Dior in one of my showcase videos. Now Alisa also has her own YouTube channel, Alisa Wallace Eventing. Definitely check that out. She has a whole series on Dior, so pretty cool to watch when you have time.
Garrett's a 21-year-old horse trainer, originally from Belleville, Illinois. Spent the last 7 years working with dozens of horses and clients from around the country. And once again, this morning he is showing us Smiley Miley's Dream, the 6-year-old dun mare. This is hit number 13.
Garrett was also a top 10 finalist in the Fort Worth Mustang Show back in September. You can see him in my video from that event. I'm sure we're going to be seeing a lot more of him in the years to come, so definitely a trainer to keep an eye on.
He was raised on a cattle ranch in central Nevada where he encountered Mustangs on a regular basis. Received an ag business degree from Oregon State University. Part of his degree led him to work on an Australian cattle station training horses. Here's a 7-year-old Alabama mare. This is a little bit hit number 3, shown by Matt Zimmerman in Caldwell, Idaho.
Now, it's kind of hard to tell, but I believe he actually trained his horse to come on a whistle. There was a whistle right before this. Sorry, I didn't catch it, but yeah, I believe he whistle-trained his horse. I think that's super cool. I wish I could whistle so that I could teach my horses this. I met Matt in the barns before this event, and I have to say, he's a really nice guy. I know he's mentored several trainers along the way as well. He's going to be competing in the Mustang Champions Freestyle, which is the event on Friday night here in Fort Worth. It's separate from the Mustang Champions Freestyle, which is the top 10 competitors from these classes here. For more information, check out the Mustang Champions link below, and thank you to Mustang Champions also for sponsoring this video.
Jeff's life has always revolved around horses since he was a child, running around the ranching community in Colorado. Here's the Tucson, Arizona man. It's going to be Jeff Cook, DH Cactus Wren, 6-year-old buckskin mare.
Now, DH Cactus Wren was the first Mustang to go down for a roll. I'm surprised it hadn't happened earlier. Now, Jeff has been to many Mustang competitions, including the Fort Worth Mustang Show back in September. While he wasn't in the top 10, his horse was the most expensive horse in auction, selling at $17,500. That might sound like a lot, but when you actually get to see what these trainers have done, it's pretty incredible. These competitions only are showing a moment in time, so following the trainers and watching the horse's training journey can really kind of show you a more full and complete picture of what the horse is like.
Chris did start riding horses till he was 45, now 59 with the sport of his wife and daughters. He's turned horse training into his second career. Here's Chris Phillips, coming to us from Avon, Utah. Hit number 15, WFR, Mocha Bay Latte.
Alright, so I haven't yet, but this is someone who I would really like to interview and have a conversation with. I find stories like this really inspiring with someone who maybe didn't grow up with horses or started horses later in life like he did. I think that's really cool that he's now doing these competitions with Mustangs. So I'll try my best to see if I can make that happen if he's okay with it. Anyway, he seems to have a really nice Mustang. Mocha Bay Latte is a Devil's Garden Mustang, and Devil's Garden is a pretty popular HMA. A lot of people like them for their size, and they seem to have really good reports on their trainability, although this will vary obviously from trainer to trainer, method to method, so just saying. So Chris chose to ask Mocha Bay Latte to self-load and step up on the trailer without him. So he's basically just sending her from the ground.
We're going to move down to our final horse here in our handling and conditioning. This is going to be hip number 8. Two's all the way from Scarborough, Maine. This is going to be Jessica Flay and Waffles, the 7-year-old buckskin mare.
Okay, I might be a little partial here because Jessica and Waffles are coming all the way from Maine, so it's really cool to see the New England representation here, so I'm kind of excited about that. If you saw one of my earlier showcase videos with Waffles in it, you know that Jessica has taken Waffles all over the place, including riding on the beach, bareback, and without a bridle. It was really cool to see Waffles hanging by the gate waiting for Jessica here. Waffles looks like she's worth her weight in gold, and I'm excited to follow them through this event and see what happens. So again, this is the first class of the Mustang Magic. There are still 3 other classes to go, and I'll be filming at each of those, so stay tuned for more videos. I'm creating a playlist for this event, so check it out if you haven't already. Also, let me know which Mustang is your favorite, and maybe which one that you would like to see more of. If there's a trainer you want me to connect with, I can try to make that happen. So Jessica and Waffles were the last competitors in this event, and that concluded the Mustang handling and conditioning. Are those the scores?
These are.
Ooh, first look. First look.
Take a look.
All right. Ooh, I am not surprised. Look at that. Mocha Bay Latte and Waffles tied for first place, so stay tuned for more.